welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Paul Arsuf and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. The topic of our educational event today is finding the deep stories that shape people and brands. The topic touches on the area of marketing, business, strategy, and a little bit of psychology. But as usual, before starting to talk about the topic of today, let me tell you a little bit of our project. Recently, we have released Marketplace and our first collection of NFTs. And what is interesting, what is special, and what is unique about our marketplace and collection is that our NFTs are based on three-dimensional objects. If we compare the current predominant NFTs which are offered in ordinary NFT marketplaces, we can see that they're based mostly on two-dimensional flat and like static JPEG and PNG images. But what we have is three-dimensional object, and as you know, with three-dimensional object there has to be a special software which loads and then displays this three-dimensional object. What we did is we did build our own 3D software engine, and this 3D software engine allows us to open a window on a computer screen, load the three-dimensional object, and start animating this three-dimensional object. Animating means that our 3D software starts moving this 3D object in a random fashion around the window which has been opened. But we are giving with our 3D software, we are giving additional capabilities to the 3D NFTs, and the first capability that I like to mention is the capability of speaking. Our 3D NFTs can speak in one of three different basic voices. The 3D NFTs can speak in a male voice or in a female voice or in a whisper kind of a voice. In addition to the three basic voices, we have 3D NFTs which these voices can be having flavors. And so what does it mean is a basic voice can be spoken in a normal speed, or it can be spoken in a fast speed, or it can be spoken in a slow speed. And if we take a 3D NFT which is speaking in a male voice, and this voice is having a slow flavor, then this type of speaking can come as the voice of a very masculine person, or it can come as the voice of an old person. On the other hand, if we have a female voice and it is spoken with a fast speed, then this voice can come as the voice of a little girl, or it can come as the voice of a funny person. So that's it regarding to the speaking capability, but the next capability that we have for our 3D NFTs is the capability of voice recognition. If we are having a 3D NFT on a window which has been open on a computer screen, and this 3D NFT is moving in a random fashion, being animated, then we can issue the command, the voice command to the 3D NFT to stop moving. Then the 3D NFT is going to stop moving and stand still. Then we can issue commands to the 3D NFT to move left, move right, move up, move down, zoom in, zoom out, rotate. And then the 3D NFT is going to fulfill the command, the voice command, and move left, move right, move up, move down, come closer, zoom in, go further away, zoom out, or start rotating. So that's it regarding to the voice recognition capability of our 3D NFTs. But the next capability of our 3D NFTs is the capability of having basic artificial intelligence. Wow. So our 3D NFTs, like you can ask them what is your name, and then the 3D NFT is going to reply with their name. You can ask the 3D NFT, who are you? And then the 3D NFT is going to reply in few sentences of who they are. You can ask the 3D NFT to describe something. For example, describe Web3, or describe decentralization, or describe Russia. And then the 3D NFT is going to reply in few sentences about Web3, or about decentralization, or about the country called Russia. So that's it regarding to the basic artificial intelligence capability. And the last capability that we are having for the 3D NFTs is the capability of seeing this 3D NFT in real 3 dimensions. Currently we have one version like the 3D NFT is loaded and displayed on a flat two-dimensional computer screen, and we're using our imagination to imagine the 3D NFT as having 3 dimensions as it is being animated and it is moving in a flat two-dimensional computer screen. But we are planning to have a second version of the 3D NFTs, and this second version is going to display the 3D NFTs in a way of stereoscopics. What stereoscopics mean is that part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in red or reddish color, and another part of the 3D NFT is going to be displayed in blue or bluish color. Then you can come to our website, and the URL of our website of 3D NFT Marketplace is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. And 3D NFT is written in a way of the number 3, then the letter D, then NFT, and this is all together 3D NFT dot decentralized web, and decentralized and web, these are two words which are put all together, decentralizedweb.org. And when you come to our marketplace, you're going to be able to order special glasses from us. And when you receive these glasses, you're going to see that one lens of these glasses is red and the other lens of these glasses is blue. Then you can put these glasses on. You can request displaying of the 3D NFT in a way of stereoscopics, and you are going to see the 3D NFT as coming out of the flat two-dimensional computer screen, and you will be seeing the 3D NFTs with real 3 dimensions. So that's the last capability of our 3D NFTs. And in addition to talking about our 3D NFTs and the 3D engine which is displaying the 3D NFT, I can tell you a little bit about our marketplace as well. I did mention the name of our 3D NFT marketplace and the URL of the website, which once again it is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. So what is unique and special about our marketplace is that it is oriented towards exclusively hosting and showing three-dimensional objects. Ordinary NFT marketplaces, they're predominantly based on flat two-dimensional images, and our 3D NFT marketplace is exclusively showing three-dimensional objects. So what is unique and special in addition to this is that we have our own blockchain instance, and we do not require our users to pay gas fee for deploying of the smart contracts which are for the non-fungible tokens which are part of our first collection and upcoming second and next collections on our NFT marketplace. In addition to not requiring users to pay gas fees for deployment and transfers, we allow our users to buy the 3D NFTs and use one of 4 different crypto coins for purchase of our 3D NFTs. Currently, our users have the choice of buying and then receiving proceedings from the sale with 4 different crypto coins. Our 3D NFTs can be purchased and then sold with Solana Sol, Polygon Matic, Avalanche Avax, and Qcoin, which is a big centralized crypto exchange. They have their coin called KCS. In addition to allowing users to pay with 3D NFTs with crypto, we allow our users to buy and then receive proceedings from sale directly with fiat currency. One user who comes to our 3D NFT marketplace, then they can come and use their debit or credit card and pay directly with their national currency. Then their national currency is converted to US dollars, and it is received by our bank account after the NFT is sold, and we are transferring the ownership to the user who did the purchase. Then let's say there's another user who is coming to our 3D NFT marketplace, and the second user is going to look at the collection of our 3D NFTs. And let's say the first user, after a period of time, they decide to put their 3D NFT which they purchased and they used for a period of time. The first user decides to put their 3D NFT for sale. Like this, let's say second user who comes to our marketplace, he looks at the 3D NFTs and he likes the NFT of the first user which the first user put for sale. Then let's say the second user decides to pay directly also in fiat currency. He is making the payment with their debit or credit card in their national currency. What then happens is there is a transfer from the second user and conversion from their national fiat currency to US dollars and receiving the proceedings in our bank account. At this point, then we are making the transfer from the first user to the second user, and the second user becomes the owner of the 3D NFT which has been sold at this moment. And after receiving the proceedings from the sale in our bank account, then we are making a transfer from our bank account to the bank account of the first user who is now the former owner of the NFT which has been sold. In this way, we have a complete sequence from buying to selling and transfer of ownership and value, and it is done directly in fiat currency, and this is in addition to users having the capability of paying with cryptocurrency. And as I mentioned, we have 4 different crypto coins which currently are using for purchase and sale of our 3D NFTs. With this said, I like to end the little introduction of our project and come back to the topic of today. And the topic of our educational event today is finding the deep stories that shape people and brands. This topic of presentation was inspired by an article which I did read, and the article is about marketing and strategy. And at the start of this educational event, let's ask ourselves, did we at some point stop relating to certain brands anymore? Uh, it doesn't have to do with their products, like uh, it doesn't have to do with the way that we previously loved this brand, but currently we see this brand as being stale, being out of touch with us or with reality, and like a brand which leaves us less excited about their offering. Or maybe we feel and we validate that like we with our brand we have users which are pulling away, and we do not know why this is happening. The unconscious retreat of users, it speaks of discontinuity that businesses and projects often fail to recognize. It is a divergence in worldviews between our brand and our audience, or somebody else's brand and ourselves as their audience. In the broadest sense, a worldview encapsulates a collection of beliefs, values, attitudes, and experiences that define our understanding of reality. Worldviews are intricate tapestries which are woven and created from the fibers of our conscious and subconscious minds. They're the stories and myths that we tell ourselves and feel deep within us to be true, whether they're actually true or not. Some psychologists they point that our views as they label them deep stories. There aren't merely constructs of logic, morality, or necessity. Rather, they serve as emotional indicators built from our individual and collective hopes, fears, and anxieties. They resonate not at the level of intellect, but deep within our emotional core of our being. It is the profound, intense nature of worldviews that makes them a potent tool in the brand strategy. As a brand, if we don't think we have worldviews, then we may have adopted the default ones from our category, which puts us at a disadvantage when we become a leader in our field. Focusing on worldviews offers more intense and meaningful connection with audiences than, than the traditional approach of demographics and psychographics segmentation or um, like uh, value-based or social purpose marketing. While these tactics have been instrumental in helping navigations fail to uh, make a narrow and complete picture of today's interconnected and rapidly changing world. Uh, Contemporary consumer behavior and preferences are increasingly fluid. Technological advancements such as machine learning and its algorithms and advanced analytics now allow personalized and real-time engagement, but even this strategy needs to evolve. Um, what is missing is a more holistic approach, one that includes not only just what people buy or how they act, um, but why they make choices they do at a primal emotional level. And the next frontier in marketing segmentation must go deep into these narratives, these deep stories that shape consumer identity and offering a more nuanced and emotionally resonant connection between brands and their audiences. Um, but how individual beliefs shape their reality. Uh, we are finding that there are like essentially three overarching beliefs that we can name primal world beliefs. Um, One is that belief that the world is a safe place versus a more dangerous place. The second one is a belief the world is enticing versus dull. And the third one is a belief that the world is alive rather than mechanistic. These worldviews are often with us for the long term, while consumers will change in multiple ways throughout their lifetimes. Research shows that like oftentimes our deeply ingrained worldviews do not change. In fact, as we move throughout our life and our worldviews are challenged, uh, they tend to become more deeply ingrained. Um, a famous ecologist, Carl Jung, has a saying, and he states that people don't have ideas. It is the ideas that have the people. In essence, a brand strategy tied solely to demographics and psychographics is oblivious to the richness and intricacies of the human experiences that each individual has worked throughout their lifetime to construct. Uh, So, how can a brand go about discovering its consumers' worldviews? The answer is to change our mindset around how we see our brands in relation to our users. Um, so there's a process which we can label as remaining curious, and great brands do not treat their users as passive consumers of information, but as active co-creators of meaning, capable of exploring and developing the worldview together with our brand. Um, Here are some starting points to begin that process. The first one is to listen for deep language. Language is the gateway in the human mind, and our words unveil the metaphor that we live by. We have to analyze the vocabulary and the figures of speech that our users employ, and listen for repeated words and themes. We have to see how our users literally visualize our brand as it uh, portrayed as a companion, as an authority figure, or as a burdensome obligation. We have to look out for also for omissions to see what language is avoided. Certain words which may be taboo for our audience, which could betray their fears and anxieties. Semantics are never arbitrary. Language conveys emotional resonance, and the language we use can influence how we perceive reality, how we reason, how we remember, and how we communicate with others. The second thing which we need to pay attention is we have to do a mapping the mental models which are governing the user's beliefs. So if we want to understand what makes our user tick, we have to dig into their mental models. We have to think of this as rule books which our users use to navigate life. These are can be described as the brain shortcuts for understanding how the world works, how we are making decisions, and we are predicting what is going to happen next. But here is the thing, these mental shortcuts aren't always 100% accurate. They can be influenced by biases, emotions, and even the place where somebody did grow up. Understanding these mental models isn't just interesting. It is essential to know what our users really value and expect from us. We have to look at how our users view society inner working. We have to examine the stories that are telling themselves to explain how things happen. Who they think holds the power, and who is just along for the ride. we have to get to know their fears. This can tell us a lot about what matters to our users. Next, we have to follow their thought processes to see how they believe progress happens. We have to investigate their goals and the steps they think are needed to get there. We have to watch out for any biases that our users might have, as they only pay attention to facts that support their views. And we should not forget to check out where they see themselves fitting into the grand scheme of things. We have to explore if our users feel they have the power to influence outcomes, or they're at the mercy of bigger forces. Deciphering the web of worldviews that influence consumer behavior is similar to tapping in a rich vein of gold. It not only establishes a deep connection, but fosters a community which is anchored in shared values and beliefs. Worldview-based user brand alignment is vividly exemplified in some companies, and one example is Artipop, a company which successfully transferred its desire to sell artificially crafted baby carriers. But by accurately mapping the prevailing mental models of user based around parenting, they're building a brand that is aligned with their users' visions and views of parenthood. And the third thing which we need to pay attention to and research and do is finding where users are in denial. Worldviews are often containing a soft spot. They're containing contradiction and denial, revealing inner tensions. We have to remember when refer to worldviews as tapestry of different experiences, values, and influences. Tapestries often have some loose threads and knots, which in this metaphor are those inconsistency. Strong brands have cognitive dissonance at their core. They understand that while the product may solve a real view problem, the brand is solving a much more valuable identity problem. When we notice someone saying one thing but doing another, this don't just we shouldn't gloss over it, but this is our chance to really get to the core of who they are. For example, if someone claims to be all about going green, uh, but then maybe they pull out a water bottle from their purse and they drink the water and they throw the bottle away. Um, like that's a sign of deeper struggle, maybe between convenience and their eco-friendly ideas. Um, People are masters of justifying their actions, especially when they're at odds with their stated beliefs. Uh, by listening to these justifications, it can be like hitting the jackpot. We often find the stories people tell themselves to resolve these contradictions. And this reveals a lot about their true world views. And let's not forget about virtuous principles that people love to talk about, but sometimes they fall short of practicing. These aren't just ops moments, they're opportunities for us to understand the hurdles people feel they are facing. Zeroing on these contradictions isn't just about pointing out flaws or gaps. It is about understanding the emotional factors that steer people's choices. Um, Once we get that level of understanding, we are well on our way to build our brand that doesn't just meet basic needs, but actually resonates with the often unspoken world views of our users. In a world that is increasingly fragmented and impersonal, a brand that speaks to our world views often offers a comforting sense of familiarity and belonging. Uh, it is validating our understanding of how the world works. These alignments with what consumers fundamentally perceive to be true, uh, good, beautiful, and meaningful. It fosters a deep sense of loyalty and belonging, a connection that transcends brands or spur of the moment purchase decisions. Brands that can align with and embody users' worldviews are not just more likely to grab attention in the short term, they're more likely to sustain it no matter uh, the changes, what are the changes ahead. And with this said, I will be ending our presentation. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming. And once again, I'd like to invite you to come and join our community. And you can find the social channels that we're posting on our website. And I like to give you the URL and the name of our 3D NFT marketplace. The name and the URL is 3dnft.decentralizedweb.org. 3D NFT is written with the letter 3, with the number 3, then the letter D, then NFT, and this is all together 3D NFT dot decentralized web, which are two words, decentralized and web. They're all together decentralizedweb.org. On the bottom of every page, you can see the icons of the social networks that we're posting on. You can click and join, become a follower, or become a member of a group and get notified about events just like this recurring weekly educational event which happens on Sundays, and the channel on which it happens is Instagram Live. But we have an educational event which is happening also on Saturdays. It is happening on the channel of Twitter Space, and it is audio only channel. With this said, thank you for coming. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and goodbye.